I'm Black Dragon. Listen, this one is sad, man. This is as sad as can be. And we are just heartbroken. And we just want to get right into this. Start sharing this right away. Make sure you just start sharing it. Because there's some things we're going to have to do as a result of this video as the greater motorcycle club community. Some things I'm going to ask you, my viewers, to do as I go through this story. 3 members of Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club, Thin Blue Line LEMC, Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club were killed, while 9 were injured in a Hill Country, Texas crash. So, yeah, a pack of brothers were riding together. It seems like they had come from all over. And so another idiot, and we saw this several months ago. We had this guy that came from another country who took out a military motorcycle club, a Marine motorcycle club. This is just like maybe, it's not even a year ago, 7-8 months ago, maybe something like that. And here we are again with 12 bikers down in a motorcycle club, the Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club. 12 brothers down, 3 killed. And this is devastating. This is a devastating thing to happen to any motorcycle club in the United States, in the world. It's a terrible, disheartening, life-altering, heart-rupturing thing to happen. These folks. So let me read this story. This is the latest update that I've been able to find. 3 members of the Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club who were killed are Joseph Paglia. Please bear with me if I don't pronounce the names exactly right. No disrespect is intended. So we have Joseph Paglia, Jerry Wayne Harbor, and Michael White. Joseph Paglia is the president of the Chicago chapter, retired police officer with the Now City Police Department. Jerry Wayne Harbor from Houston, Thin Blue Line National Ambassador, a retired lieutenant colonel who was a pilot and also a pilot for Eastern Airlines, where he was also retired. I believe I'm reading that right. I think he was a pilot in the military as well. And Michael White, secretary of our Chicago chapter, they say, Chicago Community Services Officer, U.S. Army, retired. So these guys are veterans, and they serve in law enforcement. And they're just taken out just like that. David Weed, the public information officer with the Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club, released this statement. It is with great sadness we announce the deaths of 3 of our members this afternoon, Saturday, July 18th, 2020. Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club was in Bandera, Texas for the weekend conducting our annual Thin Blue Line Foundation meeting, so Thin Blue Line Motorcycle Club also has a Thin Blue Line Foundation, and the foundation does good things like foundations do. So they were there for the foundation meeting, which was to have taken place Saturday afternoon. Several of our members had gone on a leisurely motorcycle ride to have lunch in Kerrville this morning before the meeting. They were heading back to Bandera when a car traveling from Medina toward Kerrville crossed over the center line and struck several of the motorcycles head on. 3 of our members were killed in this tragic accident. Please join Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club and law enforcement from around the country in praying for these brave men and their families. These men who spent their lives serving our country and their communities with valor and honor. And the news story, Kerrville, Texas, 3 members of the Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club were killed in a deadly crash in Texas Hill Country Saturday afternoon. According to Kerr County Sheriff's Office, the group was on a ride celebrating the club's birthday on Highway 16 just south of Kerrville when someone crossed over the center stripe and ran into them. 3 members were killed and 9 others were taken to an area hospital in critical condition. The person who crossed over traffic and into their lane has been taken into custody on suspicion of intoxication. This is just absolutely terrible, folks. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Is this what I want? No. I want something else here. This is what I want. So you guys can watch that. Let me get back to the story. Please keep so the Kerr County Sheriff's Office released this. Please keep our brothers with the Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club in y'all's prayers. They were on a ride in the Texas Hill Country and were on Highway 16 south of Kerrville when another person crossed the center stripe. The ride was in celebration of the club's birthday when the accident occurred. There were 3 fatalities and 4, not 9 members taken to the hospital in critical condition. Okay, I'm just now reading that. So it says there were 4, not 9 taken to the hospital. The person that crossed the center stripe has been arrested for several counts of intoxicated manslaughter and intoxication assault. The Kerr County's Sheriff's Office prays for the family and friends. So this is horrible. This is just, unbelievable. I ride with my brothers all the time, all over the United States of America, and something like this would possibly destroy the damn club. I want to talk to you a little bit about, let me get rid of that, and we will pull up this. So this is the suspect, the alleged killer, who has had an immigration hold placed on him. So even if he were to get bond, he's not from here. And to come to somebody's country and avail yourself of the opportunities that are here, in my opinion, requires a special due diligence of you to act like someone that is a guest that's seeking to be a resident here. It requires a special dedication to the laws and traditions and customs of this country that has welcomed you in. So this is a 28-year-old man arrested Saturday on suspicion of causing a crash on Medina Highway that killed 3 motorcyclists, has been accused of being in the United States illegally. So that's a problem, and has been arrested before on suspicion of DWI. So if he was arrested before on suspicion of DWI, why the hell is he still here if he was here illegally in the first place? Very interesting and really kind of sad, the revolving door that we seem to have on justice. This man's name is Ivan Robles Navejas. So it could be Ivan Robles Navejas. I think that's how it is. Ivan Robles Navejas is in the Kerr County Jail on a bond totaling $500,000, according to jail records. But he is on immigration hold, so even if he was released on bond, he would have to go through immigration, so he wouldn't be getting out. Navejas' alleged country of origin is not immediately available. So at this point, they don't know where he's from. The Texas Department of Public Safety accused Navejas of 3 counts of intoxication, manslaughter, and 6 counts of intoxication assault with serious bodily injury. The crash happened at 12:10 p.m. on July 18th. just south of Kerrville, Texas, as we all know. Involved 6 motorcycles and 1 passenger vehicle, said Trooper Orlando Moreno in a Saturday email. Navejas is accused of killing 3 riders who were part of the Thin Blue Line Motorcycle Club for active and retired law enforcement officers, along with supporters. Members of the club were traveling south Saturday afternoon, about noon, according to the Texas Department of Public Safety. So, let's see. The crash happened just south of Lantana Road and just north of Las Colinas Drive. From the scene, at least 2 of the motorcycles appear to have caught a fire. A small cross has been placed at the scene. The Kerr County Sheriff's Office has offered prayers for family, friends, and deceased, and asked that we please keep their brothers in y'all's prayers. During Monday's Commissioner's Court meeting, Precinct 1 Commissioner Harley Bailu offered prayers. It was really hard on our emergency responders because they knew these folks, Bailu said. When you arrive on a scene of somebody you know, it's tough on you. So our prayers are for those families. So Navejas was arrested on November 5th, 2016, on suspicion of DUI, driving while intoxicated, and on November 18th, 2018, on a felony warrant out of Bexar County. According to jail records, Navejas had been charged in Bexar County with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So, we see this over and over again. Like, we just can't seem to prosecute and deal with the right people. We can't seem to get the troublemakers up out of here. It's not clear whether Navejas was ever prosecuted on the DWI charge following his 2016 arrest. A search in the county's criminal court database yielded no results. The disposition of his Bexar County charge was also not immediately available. So, I don't know what the hell we have available over there. So that's the man who has a sordid background, and unfortunately, it finally caught up with him. It caught up with him at the behest and at the expense of these men who not only serve their country in the military, but serve their country in law enforcement. So here's the thing that needs to happen. And because I know a lot of my biker motorcycle club brothers are not too enamored of police officers. And police officers have taken some really, really tough raps here lately. And I'm not saying that some of it, if not a lot of it, isn't deserved. But it's tough, too, what they've been through. They are humans. If you look at these folks, you see biker brothers. You see men who have flown airplanes and defended our country and served in our military and have served on the front lines of our communities to keep them safe. That's what you see. And I am asking my viewers to support these officers and veterans. I'm asking that you send telegraphs and messages of love and sympathy to this motorcycle club. I have not been able to find a GoFundMe page. I know my viewers are really strong, so if there's one out there, you guys will find it. We need to be devoting our money. 2020's been hell. And this is how the middle of their 2020 goes. It's been hell, seeing stuff we've never seen before. So we got to give these folks our best, our sympathies, our encouragement, our assurances to the family that life is going to go on and they will find happiness sometime again. they will find encouragement again. And we have to send emails, letters, flowers, donate to their favorite charity, whatever they need us to do. Whatever they need of us right now, this is what I'm asking that we give. I'm asking that we give that. When you go to their webpage, let me see if I was at their webpage. They actually have a statement. Yes, I found it here. In memory of Wings, GT, and Psycho. So that was their club names, their writing names. This is how their brothers knew them. Wings, GT, and Psycho. End of watch happened July 18, 2020. The Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club, who we are and represent. Due to the tragic and senseless loss of 3 wonderful members and several injured, this has gone viral on social media as well as news media nationwide. We remember our brothers, Jerry Wayne Harbor, a.k.a. Wings, the national ambassador, Joseph Paglia, a.k.a. GT, president of the Chicago chapter, and Mike White, a.k.a. Psycho, Chicago chapter secretary. All these men were officers within the Motorcycle Club Nation. Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club is not just a riding club. We are a law enforcement motorcycle club whose members are active duty, retired, or reserve law enforcement officers from a variety of agencies and jurisdictions, along with our military and civilian friends who support us in our profession. We are one large family from all walks of life, from the United States to Hawaii and Australia. We were created on June 20, 2009 by Rico Garcia and his brothers Hilo and Coyote as a fraternal organization. We strive to support one another, law enforcement professionals, and our community. Our colors clearly identify our affiliation with law enforcement, and we are bound by our oath of office and law enforcement code of ethics. We support the families of our fallen brothers and sisters killed in the line of duty, as well as military and our club families. That's probably with their foundation. Our members reflect the positive image of our profession and our club. I'll read that again. Our members reflect the positive image for our profession and our club. Please pray for the families of the 3 wonderful men that lost their life so tragically and our members that were injured in this senseless and tragic accident. Pray for all of our leadership and members as we grieve with heavy hearts. We stand together. We are Thin Blue Line Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club. Freedom on! Freedom on! So that is their official statement. And I will close this with my 2 cents. My 2 cents is this. I want to see the motorcycle club community come together for this motorcycle club and give them our best. I can tell you, I've lost many friends, acquaintances, and brothers on the backs of this steel, this iron. This iron, it will bite you. It'll take pieces off you, or it'll take your life. And we need backing. When we get on these motorcycles, we know it could be the last time, but nobody expects it to be something like this. So I will ask you as we go off to go to their website. They've got a beautiful tribute. I'm going to show you the tribute, but it's not going to be as good as theirs because they have actual audio that I'm not able to use, and music that I'm not able to use. But I wanted to give you something to remember them by as we move off. And that's my 2 cents. Please leave your 2 cents in the comment section below. And sadly, I'd like to say thanks for tuning in. So with that, I will leave you all with this. Let me see if we can get this queued in. See if we can do this correctly.